Hi, I'm Dawn Shuler, soulful business coach and corporate trainer and consultant. For 17 years, I've worked with hundreds of entrepreneurs, businesses, and organizations to help them be more successful, more productive, and to continue the passion and purpose that they started their business or career with in the first place. See, I believe you can have it all. You can have a business that feeds your soul and is successful. The key to that is to run your business like a business. That's why I decided to do the Love Your Business Deeply 15-day challenge, where every day I'll share one tip, idea, tool, or resource to really help you be the CEO of your business. So let's get started. Hello, welcome to Love Your Business Deeply Challenge, day 11. I think we are. 12, 13, 14, yeah, day 11. We've got 4 more days after this one. I think I'm doing my math right. I don't have my chart in front of me, so all of a sudden I lost track of what day we're on. But I didn't lose track of what the topic is, and it is gap analysis. And that sounds really technical and formal, doesn't it? But really, it doesn't have to be that technical and formal. It's really just a way to look at where you are and where you want to be. And there's usually a gap there. And so there you go, all done. No, I'm teasing. Not all done. This is a really valuable exercise, and it's almost a follow-up or maybe a precursor to yesterday's topic about goal setting and the different way of doing goals that I shared with you. Yesterday, the method that I shared with you is a little more involved, and it's really helping you be conscious and intentional about the life you're designing. What I want to talk to you about today is a method that is quick, and it kind of gives you that intuitive hit. You don't spend a lot of time. You don't want to overthink it. And so here's how it goes. I'm going to be sharing with you, by the way, a worksheet. It's just a simple gap analysis worksheet that takes you through several different areas of your life and business. After I'm done with the live video, I will happily post a link to that in the description, and you can download that free worksheet if you so desire. So the way that this worksheet is designed is there's all these different areas, and then you rate all those areas on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being fabulous, fantastic, couldn't be better if I tried, and 1 of and so you do that. And then the next column is 1 year from now, and looking at what you like your life to be 1 year from now. Now, if you've put a 1 or a 2 in one of these areas, it might be slightly unrealistic to think that within a year it's going to be at a 10. It could, but that means you're really going to have to focus on that particular area to really get it from, say, like a 1 or a 2 all the way to a 10. So it's really looking at what's realistic. But it's that intuitive hit. How are you doing in this area? And then where do you want to be? What's really interesting is if you do this on a regular basis, whether it's quarterly, every 6 months, or every year, and you keep track, you can start to get a sense of how your life is progressing. So if this year, say, physical health is a 4, and you work on it throughout the year, and then next year you do this gap analysis and you go, oh, actually it's a 6. And so you can start to see the improvement. The point is with this gap analysis is that you want to look at where you are, where you want to be. There's a gap. There is a gap. And so what do you need to do to bridge that gap? Like with the goals exercise from yesterday, again, you're not going to go from a 2 to a 6 or even a 6 to a 10 with one step, because probably if you could, you would have done it already. But it doesn't mean that there aren't baby steps and small steps that you can take to start to bridge that gap. And one reason why I recommend reviewing this and reassessing your gap analysis on a regular basis is so that then you can keep improving that. Keep improving it. When I've taken my clients through this before, there's a few different revelations that they have. Everything from, wow, things aren't as bad as I would have thought. Like I had one woman say, if you'd asked me about, say, my physical environment, my home, I would have said, oh, I hate it. I want to leave. I want to, I want to move. She said, but then as you took us through this exercise and I thought about it, I thought, right now it's actually serving me really well. So she put an 8 there because while eventually she wants to move, now's not the time for her for all sorts of reasons. But until she did this gap analysis and really realized that was an aha for her, because just off the cuff or in the back of her mind was, I want to move. I want to leave this house. I want to go somewhere else. And so imagine how that's affecting her and how that had been affecting her until she goes, oh, it's not as bad as I think. The gap is there, but I'm actually not ready to bridge that gap. So my satisfaction in this area is higher than I thought. Some people have also done this. So it's an interesting column, and you can add that into the worksheet, is rating these areas, say 5 years ago. Sometimes 1 year ago isn't quite enough to give you the perspective you need until you're doing this on a regular basis. But looking at your life in these different areas, say 5 years ago, and going, well, where was my physical health? What were these numbers? And then today, and then where they want to be, and then what the revelation some people have had when they've gone through this exercise with me is, okay, wow, things are actually better than they were 5 years ago. And that's a good thing, right? That's improvement. There's progress. Instead of just, sometimes we're in the moment and we're like, this thing sucks. I don't like this. This isn't good. We need perspective. And that's actually what the gap analysis does, is it gives you perspective, sometimes looking back and going, this is how far I've come. Sometimes going, what is it that I really feel about being here and now? And what does it look like? What's that real rating? And then here's where I want to be, and here's how I start to bridge the gap. That's the part of running your business like a business. It's really being aware of where those gaps are and bridging them. And there's always gaps. Otherwise, we'd all just be like happy-go-lucky and, never complain and would never want to strive for anything more. And I don't think that's true. I'm a big believer and follower of Esther and Jerry Hicks with Abraham. And, they say the contrast that we experience is here to help us create the desire and the life that we want. That contrast gives us contrast so that then we have desires and then we create and manifest those desires. I like that. And there's a gap, right? There's a gap between the contrast and the desire. So how can you bridge that gap and manifest your desire? So I want to say thank you to those of you who have been with me live. I appreciate you very much. So Michelle and Dee and Ed and Aziza, thank you so much for being here with me live. And for those of you who are watching the recording, thank you as well. I hope that this challenge has been helping you look at your business, possibly even your life, a little differently. And your challenge, just to sum it up and to take it away, is whether you use the worksheet I provide or you do it on your own, really look at your life, all the different areas, see where the gap is, and then what small little steps can you take to bridge that gap. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, and have a fabulous rest of your day, and may you love your business and your life deeply. Take care. If any of what I've shared here resonates with you and you want to chat about your business, let's have that no obligation conversation to see if there's something there. It may be just what you need to have the business of your dreams.